What them a go do ya now? NEWLINK and the attack now. Bring a old chain setter. NEWLINK.
On June 19, 2020, Supervisory U.S. Custom and Border Protection Officer SCBPO Pachicho with CBP Atlanta informed me that CBP had a secondary inspection of Goodin's and Davidson's luggage at Concourse F. Goodin and Davidson had just arrived on Delta 778 from Montego Bay, Jamaica, into Hartsfield Jackson Airport, where they were scheduled to connect to Delta 1022 to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Upon being referred to secondary baggage inspection, SCBPO Pachico called upon Goodin and Davidson. SCBPO Pachico asked if Goodin and Davidson were together, and Davidson nodded that they were. SCBPO asked if anything was commingled in their respective bags they were carrying. SCBPO Pachico informed they indicated that nothing was commingled. Davidson walked with SCBPO Pachico and Goodin walked with CBPO McIntyre, so each traveler could have their baggage inspected separately at approximately the same time. During the secondary inspection, SCBPO Pachico asked Davidson if the bags he has carrying were his and if he was carrying anything for anyone else. Davidson indicated that the bags were his and that he was not carrying anything for anyone else. SCBPO Pachico noticed a binder in Davidson's baggage and asked if the binder belonged to Davidson. Davidson responded that it did belong to him. SCBPO Pachico probed the binder and found the binder to contain a white powdery substance, which later file tested positive for cocaine. Upon finding the white powdery substance, SCBPO Pachico moved the inspection to a more secure area away from public view. At approximately the same time as the secondary inspection of Davidson's baggage, Goodin's baggage was inspected. During the secondary inspection, CBP officer McIntyre asked Goodin if the bags she was carrying were hers, if she took responsibility for everything in the bag, and if there was anything to declare in the bags. CBPE officer McIntyre started to inspect Goodin's bag in her presence. CBPO McIntyre stopped the inspection upon SCBPO Pachico finding of the white powdery substance that later file tested positive for cocaine. Goodin was escorted to a more secure area to continue the secondary inspection of her baggage. CBPO McIntyre probed 3 purses and 1 binder and found each item to contain a white powdery substance which file tested positive for cocaine. Case 12MJ00497 CCBP document 1 filed of the 20th of the 6th 2020. Officers file tested the white substance which came back positive for cocaine. A Schedule 2 controlled substance in Davidson's bag. There was approximately a total net weight of 896.9 grams of cocaine. In Goodin's bag, there was approximately a total net weight of 1.44 kilograms of cocaine. After the CBP officers discovered the cocaine, I interviewed Goodin. I informed Goodin of her Miranda rights, and Goodin waived her Miranda rights and spoke with me and SCBPO Dwayne Joseph. The following is a summary of what Goodin stated in her interview. Goodin is a constable in Jamaica. Goodin stated that Jamar Graham had asked her to carry the purses and the binder. Graham is also a constable in Jamaica, and that is how Goodin came to know Graham. Graham arrived at her apartment complex and gave Goodin the items to transport with her on flight. Graham instructed Goodin to wipe the purses down with vinegar. Gooden looked inside the purses to see if anything was inside of the bags, but she did not see anything in the bags. Graham had previously asked her to carry purses, but she had declined. Gooden agreed this time because she needed the money. Gooden was going to be paid $2,000 US after she met with a person at a hotel in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Gooden made several attempts to contact Graham and attempted to contact Graham's wife. Neither Graham nor his wife answered, but Graham later called back. When Graham called back Gooden back, she asked about her payment for the purses, to which Graham responded in a different language, but translated by Gooden. "We don't talk about that on the phone." Graham informed Gooden that he was getting a taxi and would meet her at the hotel. Gooden later had several missed calls from Graham and 2 WhatsApp messages. "Who no good? And where are you guys?" Gooden additionally stated that Davidson also knew Graham from work. Gooden and Davidson were a fling, that is a brief romantic relationship. Gooden informed agents that she met up with Davidson at the airport and spoke to him during the flight. Gooden stated it was possible that Davidson was carrying items for Graham. Gooden confirmed that she and Davidson were traveling together. Gooden had 2 cell phones that were found during secondary inspection and stated that Graham would contact her on both cell phones. Gooden had several phone numbers for Graham. Gooden consented to a search of her phone. In the WhatsApp messages was a message from Gooden to Graham dated yesterday that read, "This is way different than we discussed and agreed on. Case 120 MJ00497 CCB document 1 filed the 20th of 6, 2020. I attempted to interview Davidson after informing Davidson and his Miranda rights. Davidson invoked his Miranda rights. The secondary inspection was the result of a computer-generated referral from the Passenger Analytical Unit (PAU). This unit reviews risk factors and associations of travelers that are traveling internationally in order to focus enforcement efforts. Specifically, law enforcement database checks revealed that travel history for Gooden and Davidson showed patterns that are consistent with previous smuggling trends. Based upon the above, I believe there is probably cause to believe that on June 19, 2020, Shermaine L. Gooden, Travon R. Davidson, and Jamar R. Graham aided and abetted by each other knowingly and intentionally possessed with item to distribute at least 500 grams of cocaine, a Schedule II controlled substance in violation of Title 21, United States Code Sections 841A1 and 841B1B and Title 18, United States Code Section 2, and aided and abetted by each other, did knowingly bring or import into the United States any merchandise contrary to law in violation of Title 18, United States of America. Wow, 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 yo, people, John Star. As you can see, this is really a long breakdown of everything, people. And as I was reading, these are the people who conduct their inspection, you understand, sending a report on these officers and how they track them down and everything and what really went down and what they surmise with everything. But all I can say, my viewers and my subscribers, Zin, these officers, I don't know what's wrong with them, but it happened, people. We know there's so much corruption in the forces in Jamaica, you understand, on both sides. We have known for this, we know, you get me? And in the end, people, that is why, I have to say, sometimes, people being targeted, police will know, some police will know that, listen, say such and such of certain things, and they go there and target and kill these people and take it for their own purposes and their own use. You understand? It happens. You can't be on the side where you should be protecting, you understand, and doing the right thing when you are doing the wrong thing. You get me? I say, no matter who or where. And in the end, people, I think these officers need to get the same punishment, just like what any normal person are gonna get. But in the end, people, this is United States of America. It's not Jamaica. So I know they're going to get the punishment that anybody else I go get. In a Jamaica, maybe the yesterday maybe get 1 year or 6 months, not true. And then yesterday they back a road pan bail or something. But this is United States of America, and people, that's a lot. Over 500 grams of cocaine. That's a lot. And that was a lot sum of money and those things. If that did make true, because in the end, people, they made it to the United States. But from the airport there, oh my world, oh my precious NEWLINK. And that I would say sometime, people, Zin, boy, it's risky. I know people do want money and people would do the resources of smuggling and things. But boy, it's really risky. You know what I mean? Take the chances. You know they have sniffer dog. They have so much things can summarize. Worse, you have it in your bag. Oh my world, some people may be lucky, but for some people, it's just bad luck. And to tell the people to know the fact these are police officers. And basically, I can say this is an officer who, like the one, you understand, the other brother there, you know, who named Graham, like him have a big connection to this thing. Like, you know, but in the end, I think there's way more to this. You know, the root of this, maybe if them figure the root of these people, some type of police name dig up, you'd have surprise. Some big name where you hear call, some top name, you'd have be surprised. You know what I mean? Not just the small fish them in the boat, you know, people. You get me, I say, are in the sea. There are also some big fishes in the sea too. Oh my world, oh my precious NEWLINK. But when the sea dry and the water gone, you shall see all type of fishes die out. You understand? Remember NEWLINK tell you that? So you don't know the thing of yours and subscribers, man. This is NEWLINK from NEWLINK Production, people. Just keep updated with another one. You understand, people, and just hope really get the understanding of the whole reading and everything, people. Because after read that article about 4 times to really break it down. So hope you really get the understanding, and that's why I try to keep it on a low, not too fast with the reading and everything, to give you a brief understanding of what really go on with these officers and how they track them down. So you don't know, people. This is NEWLINK from NEWLINK Production, man, and if you don't subscribe already, please do subscribe now and hit that notification bell icon, so as NEWLINK drop a video, you will get them. Follow me on Instagram, NEWLINK_production official, on Facebook, NEWLINK Production, on Twitter, NEWLINK Production. And please remember, people, subscribe, and tap that notification bell right there, you understand, and tap on all, so as NEWLINK drop a video, you will get them. Peace out and respect, and have a blessed one. I'm out. Big up.